The dichotomy of control. What you can and can't control in life. There's a timeless truth that often goes unnoticed in the noise of daily life. Most of what happens to us is out of our hands. Yet we spend enormous amounts of time, energy, and emotion trying to bend the world to our will. The Stoic philosophers saw through this illusion centuries ago and gave us one of their most practical teachings, the dichotomy of control. The idea is deceptively simple. In life, there are things we control and things we don't. That's it. This distinction is the cornerstone of Stoic thought. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who lived in the 1st century, made this principle central to his philosophy. He wrote, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." What does this really mean? Things that are within our control include our own thoughts, judgments, values, desires, and actions. We have authority over how we respond to events, how we perceive them, and what kind of person we choose to be. Everything else, what other people think, the weather, the economy, our past, even our own bodies to a large extent, is beyond our control. That might sound obvious at first glance, but think about how much of your stress, anxiety, and frustration comes from trying to control what isn't yours to command. We get angry at traffic. We obsess over how others perceive us. We worry about outcomes we can't predict. This misalignment between what we control and what we focus on is the root of much unnecessary suffering. The Stoics weren't passive or indifferent to life. They didn't advocate retreating into apathy. Quite the opposite, they believed in fully engaging with the world, but doing so wisely. They taught us to direct our energy inward, to take responsibility for what is truly ours, our character, our choices, our reason. Imagine facing a personal failure, not getting the job you wanted, or losing a relationship. The typical reaction might be self-pity, regret, or blame. But the Stoic perspective urges a different response. Ask yourself, did I act with integrity? Did I do my best with what I could control? If the answer is yes, then the outcome, however painful, is not your burden to carry. This mindset doesn't eliminate disappointment, but it puts it into perspective. It grants you peace. Why torment yourself over results that were never guaranteed? Why suffer twice, once from the event, and again from your resistance to it? Consider Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. He wrote in his meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These were not abstract musings. He governed during plagues, wars, and betrayal. Yet he clung to this core belief that inner stability comes from focusing on what is truly within. Letting go of control doesn't mean giving up. It means freeing yourself from the illusion that you're in charge of the uncontrollable. And in doing so, you reclaim your ability to act with clarity, intention, and courage in the face of uncertainty. But be warned, the dichotomy of control is simple to understand and incredibly hard to practice. It requires daily effort. It means constantly examining your thoughts and asking, is this within my power or not? It means resisting the urge to fix everything and learning to respond instead of react. When you truly live this way, you begin to notice subtle but profound shifts. You stop trying to change people who don't want to change. You stop arguing with reality. You become less reactive and more resilient. You learn to accept what comes without surrendering your values. In a world full of chaos, noise, and endless distraction, the Stoic path is one of radical clarity. It tells you, take responsibility for your mind. Be disciplined in your actions. And release everything else. This is not just philosophy. It's a daily practice, a way of seeing, a commitment to focus on what is truly yours, your choices, your judgments, your actions, and to let go of the rest with dignity. Because in the end, the only true control you ever have is over the kind of person you choose to be.